隠してきた僕の本当の心鍵かけて誰も知らない場所へ駆け出して歌うよ最初で最後の事件心にしっかり染みついたこの寂しさのかけら一つだけ明日の調子はどうですかって聞かれても何にも答えらんないさ僕らは今日だってちょっと無理して笑って見せてまだ待ってる生きる意味いつか淡い気持ちは隠してきた僕の本当の心鍵かけて誰も知らない場所へ駆け出して歌うよ最初で最後の事件心にしっかり染みついたこの寂しさのかけら一つだけ明日の調子はどうですかって聞かれても何にも答えらんないさ僕らは今日だってちょっと無理して笑って見せてまだ待ってる生きる意味をただたったして今日も探すよサイエンスみたいにさっぱりさらさら散々な毎日だろうと暮らすこの反応存在証明見つけたいあいらないなんて言わないでくれよ必死に生きてるこの世界今誰も知らない出入りを見つけてこの寂しさにお別れを少しの眠れない夜にこの魔法がほのかに灯るなら今がそんなに悪くないで笑える時まで今日もサイエンス辛い気持ちがこみ上げても今日も本当の心鍵かけた言葉じゃわからんことばかりそして世界は理不尽だらけでした明日の天気を予想できるようにこの心模様さえもわかればどれだけ楽になれるかなって今日も探求ずっと探すよサイエンスみたいに光キリキリ痛むけどいつかこの辛さが糧になるから証明したいな将来を赤いは一つじゃないかもしれんな必死に歩いてたら正解今誰も知らない答えを見つけてこの寂しさを抱きしめたい少しの温度な夜に待って空の果てまで届いてほしくて昨日の焦燥感もさ今は波の向こうにあるんだ今日も探すよサイエンスみたいにさっぱりさらさら散々な毎日だろうと暮らすこの反応存在証明見つけたい赤いらないなんて言わないでくれよ必死に生きてるこの世界今誰も知らない出入りを見つけてこの寂しさにお別れを少しの眠れない夜にこの魔法がほのかに灯るなら今がそんなに悪くないで笑える時まで今日もサイエンス
Alright. Hello. Welcome everyone back to the 6 Digit Asia Pacific Cup. My name is Gami Criolla and I will be one of your casters for today. Joining me in the commentary booth, of course, the lovely Police VN. Police, how you doing?
Wonderful. I'm so excited for today's match here. Pretty insane.
Yeah, that's right. Today we will be seeing a rather interesting match to say the very least. It's gonna be China A versus China B. How did this bracket turn out this way? I don't freaking know, but we are here today to watch a civil war between the two Chinese teams that we have in 6 APC. Of course, we are looking at the teams on screen right now, and of course, Team China being led by China A being led by Ikmi, and meanwhile China B is being led by Akari Date. The rest of the players, you can all take a look for yourself. But Police, what are your thoughts on this matchup?
This might be a closer match, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think. Go for it.
But I think probably China A will looking strong here and decided to take up against China B with a win here, probably.
Yeah, 100%. I think going into this matchup, of course, China A is the favorite to win. But we have seen China B pull out some impressive feats. I think China, again, is one of those countries that we're never too sure about how strong they are because their player base is very isolated from the international tourney scene. So outside of maybe a few players like Ikmi, Mike23, Akari Date, My Angel Yuzu, if I'm not wrong, and Falling Sprite, you don't really see a lot of these players elsewhere in other places. But I do know that the Chinese scene is extremely vibrant and lively. There are a lot of internal Chinese tournaments, a lot of Chinese speaking tournaments as well for the Chinese tournament scene over there, even in 6 digit. I know there is, I believe it's called OCNT, which is a 10k tournament that is just only, that is only for Chinese speakers or Chinese, China's Taiwan/Hong Kong. So yeah, there are definitely a lot of there's a lot that we don't know about these teams, but we're gonna take a quick look at their seeding to sort of get a view into what these teams are gonna go for. Just gonna do a quick cycle, and you'll probably realize that Hard Rocks is gonna be what this team picks into. But that aside, we're gonna get straight into our picks and bans and protects.
Here we go. We're gonna see the maps for the quarterfinals here, and looking very interested here. So maybe that I believe that Hard Rock pick's gonna be very typical here for both Chinese team.
Yeah, I think no matter which way you splice it, I think China B definitely wants to play into their Hard Rock strength, and so I wouldn't be surprised at all if China B goes for that Hard Rock protect. Being a lower seed, I could also see China B protecting one of the more consistency favorite picks. Maybe you see a Nomad 1, maybe you see a DT1 protect, just leaving your options open for the RNG abuse.
Yeah, probably. I've looked through the round 16 stats, and it looks like Team China is looking very strong with no mod picks, hidden picks, especially with hidden one. And it's also looking strong with DTs. For China B, however, they're looking strong with Hard Rock. So it's safe to say that maybe Team China B will protect one of the Hard Rock picks here, especially pretty much I think Hard Rock 2 or Hard Rock 3.
Yeah, I think there definitely is some tension when it comes to this matchup. At least when it comes to the mods and whatnot. So yeah, I'm gonna be very excited to see what these players go for. I think they are getting their first protect and their protects ready. So hopefully we should be off very soon. I've actually no idea. I actually have no idea what's happening right now.
Yeah, I don't know, but
我湿了。
it seems like I just don't know, but
yeah, I think
it seems like both teams are roll.
Yeah, there we go. Both teams are going to roll, and hopefully we should get to see our protects come out very soon. What do you think China will protect for? Or what do you think China A will protect?
I think that Team China A will protect hidden maps or no mod maps, but I don't gonna trust my guts here and decided I think China will protect hidden one here.
Really, hidden one. Okay, I think personally,
Spicy, yeah.
yeah, no, I think personally, I could definitely see China actually going for either a free mod 1 or a no mod 3 protect, because these two maps are the hardest maps in the pool, and when you have a seed difference of such large magnitudes, I think it definitely makes sense for you to keep your high SR open as options.
Yeah.
No, I could definitely see a hidden as well. I think hidden definitely makes a lot of sense. Maybe if they want to sort of blend in that high SR skill cap into it as well, hidden 3 makes a lot of sense. It is the hardest map in the hidden pool, I think. And with that comes, you know, of the obvious favor towards the higher, the team, the higher skill cap.
I think my opinion is the hidden 2 pick, which is actually pretty hard and also pretty tricky to
That
start
is
with the
true.
whole thing. But yeah, maybe it's very hard for me.
I mean, if you look at their stats, right, China B also doesn't really appreciate the hidden 2 as well. China B is just not overall the best team when it comes to hidden, so
Yeah.
definitely makes a lot of sense. But then you're also thinking, right, on the other hand, is it really worth to protect a hidden? I guess it kind of is, at least in this sort of pick ban format. But typically, if you're only gonna ban one if you're only gonna protect one hidden, your opponent can always just ban another hidden, and in the end, you just still have the same amount of hidden picks left at your disposal. Perhaps, you know, they want to ban something. Perhaps China wants to protect something else to sort of, you know, make better use of their protects.
Yeah.
But
So
what is
looking
happening?
looking at the screen here, and it seems like we don't see 2 players roll, and oh, there we go, we got 2 the picks and ban here.
Yep. It looks like Kyomu from. Oh, wait, hold on. This can't be right. This can't be right. Where is Kyomu?
Oh, Kyomu.
Where's Kyomu? Oh, Kyomu's A.
Kyomu from China A.
Yeah, okay. Kyomu's A. Alright, and we are gonna kickstart the match. And it looks like we will be seeing a no 3 protect coming in from China B, in fact. I did not expect
Wow.
that.
Yeah. No more free protected. That's actually very interesting as well.
100%. I did not expect that.
Pretty decent, yeah. Team China B are maybe pretty decent at Nomos here, so they have a strongly pick here. Have a strongly pick Noma free to protect here. We're gonna see what Team A will protect.
Yeah, that's right. I think we're definitely waiting on the hidden. I think we're definitely waiting on the hidden protects. But it seems as though they're taking their time. What is happening? Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
I thought Akari did already protected. Yes, China B first protect.
Yeah, China B first protect.
Yep, and
So
we're gonna get the
China
new
A is
protect
gonna
from
be
China. Yep.
And then China B is going to ban, and after that it's gonna be China A to do the second ban.
Oh my gosh, can these teams go any slower? Holy crap, I'm falling asleep. Look at these guys.
No.
Look at these guys. Alright, we're getting into the the peak 6-digit commentary where we just complain, guys.
DT3! Oh, DT3 protected.
Okay, definitely not what either of us expected, I think, going into this match, but definitely in for a surprise with these protects. Gonna drop them in chat real quick.
Yes. Okay, so Team China B is gonna ban first. It's gonna be hidden free ban by Team China B. What? Oh my! Oh no!
Yeah, no, I think that makes a lot of sense. This hidden 3 is the hardest map in the hidden pool, like I mentioned before. So China B wants to eliminate wants to eliminate that hidden 3 as much as possible.
The reason is that there are some ticks here in the hidden free pool map pool. There are some ticks.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna see what will Team China A ban here. That's gonna be Chakra free ban. Team China A. That's gonna be one hidden ban and one.
Man, people just hate and control.
Yeah.
Valid, honestly. Valid. But yeah, with that, we're gonna jump straight into our first pick phase, of which China is gonna be the one to get the ball rolling with their first pick. I think, Police, the pick that we're all really anticipating here is gonna be the hidden. One of the hiddens. Given the nature of this pick ban format, you usually want to try to get as much of your strength out of the window. But in fact, we see a first pick on DT3. What are we doing, chat? What are we doing? First pick protect?
DT3.
Okay.
First pick protect for DT3. Wow.
I really don't know about this one. I mean, it definitely makes sense why they would pick it, because it's, you know, it's a comfortable pick to get the ball rolling. But do you really want to go for your protect first pick? I'm not too sure what the angle is here, but yeah. Let's move into Dareka no Shinso ni Narita Nara. Oh my goodness, what a doozy. This is Police, do you want to talk a bit about this map?
I mean, this DT3 pick is okay, and it has finger control, so it's not gonna be special. I played this and I had a very decent score, so yeah.
I think this map this map is sort of your standard DT3 hard diff, right? Hard diff plus DT. Nothing really special in this map. There is just, you know, a few doubles, a few triples, as well as bus sliders to sort of contest with your finger control. But at the end of the day, nothing really too hard. In fact, if I wouldn't say that this is the protect that I would have expected, even coming in from China A. Usually you would see I would probably expect them to go for a DT2 protect. But instead, we are gonna see a DT3, and with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump straight into this match between China A and China B, kickstarting it with DT3. Let's go.
And here we go. We get on to the first section here, and it looks like Atahana with the first drop here, with first 100 here. Police goes to Team China B, and that's gonna be the first miss for Grapefruit. 1-1-1.
Yep, that's right. Still, the score is rather tied up. It is just a 4-way FC to 3. Now 3-way FC to 3. But the accuracy is really playing in favor of China A as well, with Akari finding that miss. It looks like that score is gonna be moving towards the left side more and more as the timer ticks down. But we're getting into our first KI, and here's where we expect to see the misses.
Oh, Grapefruit with a miss here. Grapefruit with a miss, and Yuan C with a miss here for Team A, but still point lead goes to Team Red here with 90k.
Oh my goodness, that is huge from Kyomu. Yeah, yes, you were about to mention that is huge from Kyomu. Now, for once, China B actually has the combo lead in favor of themselves, but with Akari finding that miss, it is just going to tie it back up. It's going to be Creep versus Kirara versus Atahana and Reincarnation. We're getting into the more bursty section of the map. The bursts in this section are rather longer, but everybody holds through it, and we're going to get into our slow section, the final calm before the storm.
Yeah, Grapefruit 1-1 here, and UNC struggles with the accuracy here.
Ooh.
87, 88% accuracy. Ooh.
Oh, and with
Wait,
reincarnation
Akari,
fighting that
and
miss.
reincarnation.
Yeah, that's right. With reincarnation fighting a miss, it's not looking good. Kirara might go down, but so does Atahana. And Creep at the end of the map is going to be the last one alive. Last quarter of the map. And now the question is, will they be able to close out this map? Will they be able to seal the deal? I mean, it's quite clear to see why they decided to go for this Protect. Just overall, a higher level of comfort coming in from this Chinese roster on this DT3. And what a
Yeah.
pick.
What a pick that is. Team China is looking very strong with this DT pick right here. As Creep will FC this map. And Creep is going to get this FC. And there we go. That's gonna be an FC for Creep here. For Team China A.
Oh my
DT3
goodness, the
here
stream is
pick.
breaking.
By Team Red. Oh yeah. Oh no.
I love it when
I have
my
a problem here, but
Oh.
no. Thing is working again.
Yes, sir.
And there
With
we
that-
go.
Mhm.
We're getting onto Team China pick here,
Okay,
and
I
it looks
guess.
like Team China B decided to pick No More Free. Wait a minute. I believe it's gonna be a protected map by Team Blue.
Yeah, they're just going Protect for Protect, I think. Interesting stuff to say at the very least.
Yeah.
This No Mod 3 is a very good No Mod 3. It's a very good control test at this SR. You know, there's a lot of very tricky patterns, a lot of very tricky disc spikes as well. Putting both your flow aim and snap aim to the test. I believe this map is more snappy in nature, so the sort of contrast with what we have in Hard Rock 3. So yeah, it is going to be really putting your control to the test at this low SR. Alongside, of course, your consistency. This map comes in, not the longest map in the world, but it does come in at 3 minutes, so there is an element of consistency that you need to watch out for going into this map. I'm very excited to see this pick.
It is. Yeah. It is mainly snap alternate map here with this No More 3. Still, we're gonna see what both teams will do. And
Okay.
wait, Team China A requested a timeout.
Maybe some technical difficulties on their end. We'll have to find out, but I'm not sure what is happening. Nothing really happened. That happened really explains the need for a timeout. So I'm just assuming that it's gonna be, you know, just some normal tech issues. It happens.
Yeah, actually. Okay, so that's maybe it's gonna be a timeout for Team China A.
Yeah. We're gonna take a quick
Okay, so
break from
meanwhile,
stream. Just, you know, I'm gonna go get some water while we wait for this timeout to run its course.
Yeah. Feel free. So I forgot to tell you that Kirara is actually a Tap X player, I believe. Or keyboard 2 and mouse 1. Yeah, it is Tap X. See, Akumi, I don't know. I don't know where's Akumi. But still, yeah. So this No More Free here pick by Team China P, and that's also a protected map, I believe. just gonna wait for all the players in the lobby and wait for the timeout. China B is looking prepared here. We got Captain, Carry Date, Reincarnation 13, Atahana, and White Sheep in the lobby. Meanwhile, on Team China A, we got Bree, Komu, and Yonsei in the lobby. We still need one more player from Team China A to B. And
That's right. Hopefully we should be back in the lobby very soon. It looks like the players are just starting to get back in, and yeah, it probably was just to get some of their players back into the match, it seems. But yeah.
Okay, we got Kira right in the lobby here. As I told you earlier, that Kirara is a top X player, I believe, because
Oh,
in the
really?
DT3 pick, I saw this person click with
The mouse buttons?
port 2 and mouse 1. Yeah.
Ooh, okay. That's gonna be interesting to see on a map like this as well. I mean, alt as a skill set just naturally needs you to, well, alternate. So I'll be excited to see how they perform on this.
Yeah. And there we go. We're just gonna wait for all the players who are ready and start the match. And there we go. We're getting onto this no match free here. Pick by Team Blue.
Yep, that's right. Here we go. It's gonna be No More 3 Limit Tension, 121 BPM control map, and I'm gonna be very excited to see how these players deal with the accuracy as well as deal with the combo game on this map, especially when the spikes start to come in.
Yeah. Ooh, White Sheep with the first miss right there. The accuracy is very low now. And Carnation with a drop also.
Yeah, the
Only continues to be.
Yep, a bunch of misses all across the board as we jump into the KI. Looks like Kyomu and Shen XY are the only ones to hold a combo, as the client does have a bit of issues, but what is staying constant right now is the lead that China is presenting right in front of our faces at the very beginning of this map. I mean, we're almost in the second quarter, and that is about 100k score lead and counting. Kyomu and Shen XY are just so scary on this pick. And it seems as though China just not able to get, China B just not able to get their combos on the board.
So, oh wait, looking so far, Kirara is looking comfortable here. While playing with Tap X playstyle, which is very impressive here for this kind of player like this. Unique playstyle. Getting onto the middle of the section.
That's right, we get into a break, the scoreline opens up, but what is... I mean, there's just nothing that China B can do at this point, really. They might have a combo lead right now, or they might have had a combo lead just now, but Atahana is not going to be enough to face off against, you know, the huge score gap between these two teams. We are getting into the second half of this last KI, and I mean, really, it's just China B is between a rock and in between a rock and a hard place, and there's really nothing they can do in this situation.
This looks like Banjo here.
Yeah, some Banjo issues. We've been facing quite a few of those this pick. Yeah, Creep is gonna continue to hold till the very end. And while Atahana, you know, giving them a run for their money, bringing that score back by just that little bit with that miss from Atahana, I mean, it's just gonna seal the deal. And that is gonna be the number 3.
Yeah, We've seen two crosses from Team China B with two players here. Still, we're going on to at the end. That's almost at the end of the section here, and it looks like Akira is holding forward combos, but that's gonna be a miss right there, and that's gonna be another miss right there. This is a guarantee another point here for Team China A. Komu and Guanxi both miss. Only Kira right here who's still holding 400 combos.
And this is China B's Protect as well. You have to take that into account. Definitely not what you want to see from a Protect, which is why I was pretty surprised by this No Mod 3 Protect coming in from China B. But that said, it is what it is. We're gonna get back into the match, and well, I think we are gonna be expecting either, you know, a DT2 pick, given how they had just won the DT3, or a hidden pick because just they're overall just strong on hidden.
Also, most impressive score for I believe Irara, despite playing with a unique playstyle.
That is true.
I told you earlier, yeah.
Very solid stuff. Very solid stuff. But it looks like we're gonna see a No More 4 pick. Okay. Definitely again not the not the pick that we would have expected. Although, if you were to weigh in, you know, them winning the control pick in in No Mod 3 as well as their victory on DT3, this No Mod 4 pick kind of does make sense. It is a, you know, 210 BPM mech tech map. So yeah, this definitely makes quite a lot of sense. You know, blends some control elements with your raw tapping elements. So yeah, not the biggest surprise in the world.
Yeah. Okay, so looking at the squad here for both teams, and it looks like Ekumi is going to join No More 4.
Oh hell nah.
Oh my gosh.
It's Ikumi, guys.
Ekumi is joining.
Chat, it's Ikumi.
Erenik is there. Oh my gosh.
Ikumi, the rising star from China, has been making very big improvements recently in the tourney scene. And they are looking to make their mark on 6 APC.
I believe I've never seen Ikumi's performance since I've seen them pretty much absent for most of the tournaments, like in Scorpio 2, which they only play with, I believe, DT2 in round of 16, and then the rest of the tournament were here.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
In tier 2.
I see. But yeah, we should be getting to the pick very, very soon. Just Team China A just getting their players into the lobby.
So far, the squad for both teams looks the same, except for Ikumi's here. Oh, getting on to this No More 4.
Oh my goodness.
Which is this? I believe this is 8. Oh no.
Yeah, it looks like the players
Komu's
really
joining.
taking these players really taking their time to get their players into the lobby. My beloved 6-digit, honestly.
Yeah, we're just waiting for all of the players to ready, and here we go.
Here we go, indeed.
Oh wait. Don't tell me Ikumi is gonna sight read this whole map, the whole map.
I mean, this map isn't the most unsight readable thing in the world, I think.
No, but we'll see how A's performance do. Oh, first 100 drop here by Creep here, along with Akaride and Reincarnation. And Akari with the first miss right here.
Okay. Already off to a good start for Team China. That early miss definitely playing in favor of them. But they are still in early days of the map, so they have some time to make that difference. But they don't have a lot of it. This map is very, very short, coming in at a little less than 2 minutes. And I mean, Reincarnation finding that miss, definitely not what you want to see.
Yeah, this map's actually very short, but I don't know. This still only the first section here, but the big miss that is huge miss right there for Akari Day and Atahana.
Yeah, situation's not looking too good for Team China as you get into this, you know, more simple slidery section of the map. Still a 4-way FC on the side of Team China A. Meanwhile, China B only has Grapefruit 111 left in the lobby, and really, there's not. I mean, I felt like I said this during No More 3 and DT3, but there's not anything you can do. Grapefruit gonna find that miss as well, and I think it's just already over. I mean, last turn of the map, you don't have any combo. Meanwhile, China is still holding that 4-way FC. I mean, what do you even do? Everybody hits through that zigzag pattern and they are just going absolutely ham. I think the question isn't whether they can get this pick at this point. It's about how far can they take it, because this is just an absolute massacre. Oh my goodness, there's no way. Creep finally finds that miss, unfortunately. But that is still a very impressive. Is that gonna be a 3-way FC? I think it is going to be a 3-way FC. Very impressive performance from Team China A, and that is exactly what you want to see from a pick. What a masterclass of a performance.
What a performance that is. Oh, we've seen 1A here. That's Viking FC here from Yuan C, but still amazing performance from them here. AFCs.
Yeah, and
that's good. Yeah.
And honestly, this is just absolute brutality. I think there was really nothing they could do here. Looks like they
one pick.
That's right. They are gonna retaliate with No More 1. This is that definitely makes a lot of sense given how China B is the lowest seeded team. But I am pretty sure. This No More 1 is, you know, your standard consistency No More 1 at the end of the day. So yeah, they probably are just looking to bank on, you know, one of the players from China A finding an unlucky shit miss and then being able to hold on to their combo through the map. But it's gonna be easier said than done as you get into this, Aoi Eros step.
Somewhat one pick here is actually quite interesting. Is an aim consistency map. So it's actually pretty standard number 1. Probably.
Yeah, it is. It is very, very standard. I mean, there is nothing too special with this map. It is a Captain 1. It is a Captain 1 map, so you can expect some bursts here and there, but nothing really enough to trip you up.
Yeah. But I don't know if Akumi is going to play No More 1.
I mean, Akumi on this is just a no-brainer, I feel.
Wait, the rising star for
yeah, the map hasn't
Team
changed.
China.
Up, there we go.
Oh, there we go. There we go. 3 minutes long. So there will be some changes here. Okay, we got new player from Team China A to China, and that's gonna be Mike 2 with five number freeze. Just gonna go back right there. And in B we just need one more player, and White Sheep will be in the lobby. Again, this No More 1 pick by I don't know which team.
This pick is coming in from China B.
Oh, okay, China B. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. Why is it not registering on this? Huh. Do I not have auto pick on? That's weird. Here you go.
Oh yeah, that's weird. So there we go. And we will see Ekumis playing in this no mod one here. We're going on to game number 4. This aim consistency map. There we go. We love for both team at this map. And we will see the first miss for Mike. And that's gonna be a miss there from Ekumi right there.
I mean, it is still early
And
days.
an early miss there.
Still early days, so it
Yeah.
shouldn't matter too much. But a slight early lead gonna favor China going into this, verse section.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, white sheep here with a lot of 50s right there. Sheep with a miss right there. Only goes to Team China B. Once again. Oh, Nahida and Yuan C. They both miss at the
Yeah,
same time.
These
Definitely
teams,
another miss from Yuan C.
these teams really just trading blow for blow as we get into this KI. Here's where things are gonna get interesting. Currently, China B have the combo advantage in Atahana and Reincarnation, both holding their FC. China doesn't actually have any FCs, but they do have Ikmi with that very, very big combo. But with White Sheep and Shen XY, it's just gonna perpetuate this, score difference. Mike is doing a very good job with the supporting combo of Ikmi as well. And with that miss from Nahida, it's gonna give Creep some room to play with that 300 combo. The score opens and they see the score difference, but we still have 2/3 of the map left in the tank. So still, it's anyone's game.
Yeah. So far, we've seen a double FC from Team B.
Oh my goodness, the buffering is insane today. But yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah.
as you mentioned, of course, the combo lead, the collective combo lead is in favor of Team China. Maybe now not so much with Creep finding that miss. And I think the FCs on either side really need to hold on to those combos because they are currently the deciding factors of the match. Ikmi and Mike versus Reincarnation and Atahana. I mean, the rest of the lobby can miss, but as long as they hold, it's not gonna move. But Reincarnation goes down, so does Creep. And now it is 2 large combos to face off against Atahana's FC. And the lead is comfortably in favor of China A. But with Mike 23 fighting that miss,
no.
but I was gonna say it might make things a bit interesting, but
Oh my
unfortunately Atahana just misses at the very end of that KI. And I think this is just Ikmi's palace from here on out.
Oh my god. Ikumis, after an early miss or slight break that they recover back the combo, and plus the accuracy also 99% accuracy.
I mean, this is
Now,
what
Ikmi
Ikmi is known
is
for. This is what Ikmi is known for,
Yeah.
that consistent no mod 1 player that you can comfortably rely on to secure, your high AC, if not high combo, then at least high AC FCs on mainly these consistency picks. And towards the end of this map, Ikmi is going to be very comfortably allowing his team to secure another point on this no mod 1, taking the match 4-0.
Oh wait, you don't want to see that number. You don't want to see that number right there. Okay, so Pro League is actually very huge right now. 650, almost 650k difference right there.
I don't see it. And yeah, Ikmi just doing Ikmi things.
We don't see it.
Ikmi really just doing Ikmi things, and with that we get into our next ban phase. And it's gonna be kickstart with Team China A's ban. Now what did he ban in this situation? I mean, I don't really think that there is any world where they ban out a hidden or no mod. So which leads me to believe that maybe they go for the Hard Rock ban here. You banned out Hard Rock 3 and now you have an option to ban out the rest of the Hard Rock pool. I think if not for the Hard Rocks, you would probably either go for a free mod then, just to sort of avoid that Hard Rock. But what would they go for?
Rocks, hiddens. Yeah, maybe Hawk Rock or Team China A. Or one. Ooh,
Yep,
ban
that's right.
Fremont 1.
I mean, like I said, if it wasn't a Hard Rock ban, it was definitely gonna be a Fremont ban, and Cubibibibism, unfortunately, will be banned out by Team China. I really was really excited to see this getting played, but unfortunately, not gonna be seeing it today. Meanwhile, China B now, the ban is in their hands, and they go for the DT1 ban, in fact. Perhaps, you know, losing on the consistency just made them feel a bit wary about going into these consistency aim slots.
Yeah. DT1 alternate aim map. That's why Team Blue decided to ban it. And that's gotta be the pick for Team A. Oh, and Team A decided to pick DT2 as at DT2 is gonna be I think a speed map. And also there are some streams right there.
Yeah, that's right. This DT2 is arguably one of the hardest maps in the pool. And it's not just hard because of its raw map stats. This map comes in at around, 233 BPM, the fastest map in this pool, in fact. It's not just that high BPM that's gonna trip you up, but it's also the finger control in conjunction with the surprising amount of reading in this map. This map comes in at around AR 9.3 if I'm not wrong, and after DT, which means that it is going to be slightly more dense than your average DT map, and that is very significant when you have a map like Fearless, which plays around with a lot with overlaps. It plays a lot with note density, and when you just constantly have notes coming at you, this low AR is definitely not going to benefit you. And one thing that players really love to really understate is the reading element that also comes in part due to finger control, or the reading element that finger control requires, because how can you finger control a pattern if you can't read it? Definitely going to be interested to see how these players perform on Fearless. But given how this is one of the skill cap maps in the pool, China A definitely look to be the favorites to win this pick.
Yeah, I believe so. China is very strong. Team China is very strong at DTs, so I believe it's gonna be a strongly win here for the left side. So we're just gonna wait for all the players ready once again and start the match. And so far the squad looks same as the Freemers map. And we're getting on to DT2 right here.
That's right, it's gonna be N2U Fearless. This is the same diff that was pulled in the 6-digit World Cup 2023, I believe. So
Ooh,
yeah,
that's
definitely.
interesting. And it could be first miss.
Yeah, misses
Ooh.
all across the board. A bunch of early misses, and really nobody is truly able to nobody seems to truly be able to exercise comfort on this map, with the exception of Kyomu, currently leading the lobby with that 98% at FC. And of course, the early lead is going to go in favor of Team China, just off the back of Creep and Kyomu's very, very solid scores. We get into the tapping, and this is the main grid of the map. But right now, Creep and Kyomu completely eat that up. Reincarnation trying their best to hold back the floodgates, but Creep and Kyomu are just too dominant on this map.
Kyomu's looking strong on this 82 here. And the following is Creep.
What?
And Creep, that's gonna be a miss right there.
Creep missing on absolute air, but I don't think that's gonna matter whatsoever. Kyomu still the highest act and highest combo in the lobby by far. really nobody can match what Kyomu is doing right now. And I guess the question is, how far can they take this lead? Final KI, this is the hardest section of the map. The sliders are so intense. Kyomu finally goes down, but that doesn't detract from just how incredible this score is. 700k on this map is by no means any easy feat whatsoever. And with that, China is gonna put another point on the board, taking the match to match point.
Match point, yes. Komu's getting the highest score, 750k in the lobby. Oh, and Komu's getting an S rank. And the rest are having a pretty decent score, but China B or China A has the match point. We're gonna see what will team B decided to pick here.
Yep. That's right. What are they gonna go for? And it looks like China B is actually gonna go for the Harrock 1. Finally, the Harrock pick coming in from China B.
Ooh.
I think this is a
Yeah,
long time coming.
finally, yeah. Their Harrock 1 score in the round 16 was actually the most impressive one. So they decided. So that's why
Really?
they decided to go with Harrock 1. Yeah.
Oh, and then I'm surprised that they didn't go for this Harrock 1 pick earlier, and that China A didn't ban it out. But perhaps, you know, they're feeling confident in the ICME consistency. I think that's what's happening here.
But yeah, we're gonna see if Team China B gets a point here, or are we going to see a sweep here from Team China A?
Yeah, I think China B definitely trying to look for all the points that they can get, but it's gonna be easier said than done against a team as well-rounded as Team China A. Yeah.
Hey, also, I just realized that Grapefruit 101 is actually my Angel Zoo.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Yep. Hopefully the client changes the map very soon. For some reason, it seems to be taking its sweet time.
A little bit of delay, but slowly, yeah, it's here again. It's good again.
All right.
And let's see what we will have in the lobby here. Is we have and on Team Red we have Mike, Creep, Komu, Yancy joining the lobby. While Team Blue we got Nahida, Reincarnation, White Sheep, and Grapefruit 101, aka my Angel Zuzu here in the lobby. And we're getting on to Harrock 1 here. Match point for Team A.
Yep, this definitely is China B's best shot at getting a point in the board, but it's not gonna be easy. But it's gonna be by no means easy, and it's also we're actually not gonna see ICME in for this map. Perhaps you know, just not feeling the Harrock today. This is your standard. This is your standard Harrock 1. Map contains quite a few bursts coming in at 180 BPM, so gonna put your accuracy to the test just that little bit. But the main deal of this map is gonna be that 4-minute long consistency.
Ooh, Mike with a miss.
Yeah, but the accuracy is really harming China B right now. I mean, misses come in from China A, Mike and Kyomu both dropping here and there. But that scoreline is just not moving over as fast as you think because of the accuracy. And I mean, if China B loses their combos, that score is gonna swing right back.
Yeah. Creep and Mike holds 95, 96 accuracy along with Komu here. Rangsi, however, is maybe an FC but struggles with their accuracy here. 85% accuracy. Well, on Team Blue here. Grapefruit 111 and Ahira here. Both holding the accuracy. Both holding the combos. But not have with a miss. There's only Grapefruit here. Who's still holding combos.
Yep, that's right. I mean, there is nothing that they can do at this point. It is still rather close, but really the accuracies just do not play in favor of China B right now. Even the FCs, even the supporting combos from China just completely outmatch the rest of the supporting combos or any sort of supporting combos that China B can amount just based off their accuracy. Grapefruit might be trying their best with that 90% FC, but it's just getting completely offset by Shen, XY, and Creed. Shen XY does go down, and that is good progress, but you need more where that came from if you want the score to swing. And as you get into the last half of the map, the time is ticking, the clock is ticking, time is running out for Team China B. But Creed finds the miss, and that is gonna be huge. Really, if Grapefruit just had more supporting combo, that score will be shifting over right back right now. But Grapefruit finding the miss, and I think this just might be over.
This might be over, yeah. Mike is still holding combos here. 700. It's a very, very impressive accuracy right there. Huge. Point leaks here from Team China A. But we're in a quarter way. With a miss right here. Yuan C with combos. We have a problem here. Bancho.
Oh my goodness, the buffering.
Buffering. Actually. Here we go. We're getting on to the short break right here. So that's gonna be Kia, I believe.
Yeah, there's really nothing more to be said. Going into the final sections of the map, Shen XY gonna secure that point on the board as Team China will emerge victorious in this quarterfinals match and be moving forward into the semifinals, looking very, very strong. And yeah, what a match this has been. I mean, this match has just been complete and utter dominance from Team China A. And what do you really expect? Unfortunately, we did not see China B with the insane upset, but it is what it is. Yeah, that is going to be the match.
That's gonna be the match here with a sweep win. With a sweep win here for Team China.
All right, that's right.
It's gonna be
that's right, police. That's going to, and we're gonna come to the end of our match. Congratulations once again to Team China for emerging victorious in this match. But we do have a bunch of matches that are lined up for you, coming very, very soon. I believe we have a matchup between Philippines A and Vietnam B coming up at 13:30 UTC. So do stay tuned for that if you want to check it out, as well as our Indonesia versus Philippines match, which is currently on our B stream. So do hop over if you want to take a look. Anyways, any last words from you, Police VN, before we end off the stream?
What a big one is for Team China. Congratulations for advancing to the semifinals of the winners bracket. Unfortunately, Team China B is going down to the losers bracket, but it's okay. Team China B will have a chance to redeem themselves at the losers bracket, the semi-final.
Yep, that's very rightfully so. Thank you, Police VN. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all so much for coming down for this civil war stream between China A and China B. Do drop a follow if you don't want to miss, you know, another APC match. Project Hexagon is also doing a bunch of other tournaments. We'll also be doing a bunch of tournaments down the line, so do drop a follow if you want to keep in tune with that. But until then, thank you all so much for watching. Do hop on to the other streams if you are interested. Alright, now I need to do my segment that I gotta do my segment that I prepared. 谢谢大家观看这场 APC 的直播。如果你们被放，谢谢大家观看这场 Six APC 的直播。就这样，我的名字就是 Gammy Crayola， 他的名字是 Police VN。我们将在下一场直播重见到你，拜拜。
Yes. Oh my gosh. I mean, Chinese is real. Oh my god.
See you guys.